So, I wanted to give my testimony. It's kind of long, but I'm going to try to make it short. So, I grew up in a home with parents that were married and that are still married for about 54 years. And they're still happily in love. And they go on dates and stuff. And my dad buys her flowers. It's really cute. They had a rough marriage in the beginning when I was young, but my dad had ADHD, so he decided to get on medication. My brother had ADD, so he got on medication. And when I turned 18, all through high school, I was a virgin. I never smoked a cigarette, never smoked weed, never did anything, never even kissed a guy. And then graduated from high school. And my first time that I lost my virginity, I was raped. And I don't remember his last name, but I woke up in the car. Not going to get into details. But yeah, so I was 18. That's how I lost my virginity. And then kind of felt like I needed to fill my heart with love and felt like I needed to be wanted. So I slept with a lot of people. And I had a boyfriend, my first boyfriend, for 5 years, and he was really religious, so nothing happened there. My second boyfriend was gay. He was using me as a shield because he didn't know how to come out and say he was gay. And he put me through some really traumatizing things that he did to me because he wouldn't want to have sex. He just wanted me to touch his penis. So he thought like my parts were disgusting, and he just cared about his parts. So yeah, I found out later he was gay, and so then I had an abusive boyfriend that was on meth, and he beat me all the time and gave me black eyes and trashed my apartment with needles and spoons and drugs. I had a lot of his friends come in and out of my apartment stealing clothes and electronics. And he put me in the hospital after I tried to put him in jail so many times, even went to court, didn't show up. And he's out right now, probably doing his thing, still doing it to girls. But I left that alone and let God deal with that. So I ended up going to my parents' house after I came home from the hospital, and I stayed there for a little bit until I felt comfortable to go back home. And then went back home, and for a whole 9 months, I didn't speak or call or see any male at all, like no men at all. I didn't want to see men because I was angry with men because I thought that they were all the same. The fact that my ex-boyfriend treated me that way, I just didn't care about men. And then there was a point where my friend was dating this guy, and he was really nice, and I talked to him on Facebook, and he wasn't really interested in her, and he wanted to know how to break up with her. So he asked me, like, how do I break up with her? And I told him, I just said, just do it. Just tell her you're not interested. And then him and I started talking, and I went over to his apartment one night, and we talked for like 3 hours in his backyard at his apartment, underneath his balcony in his backyard. And we talked about all kinds of stuff, like Michael Jackson, music, everything. And we like hit it off, and I was just like so happy. Like I was like, this is a cool guy. I really like him. And I told him, I was like, well, I have to go home because, I don't spend the night at guys' houses because, like, after I went through that stuff with my ex, I was really cautious with the guys I dated. So he said he's been drinking and that he couldn't drive me home. So I told him, well, if I sleep in your bed, do not touch me. And he said, okay, I won't touch you. And he didn't. He didn't lay a finger on me. He didn't even try to get in get it in or nothing. He was very respectful. Woke up in the morning, brushed my teeth, washed my face, and he had breakfast made for me. I ate the breakfast, fell asleep on his couch, and from there, we've been together for 7 years. We have a 4-year-old daughter, and my bipolar is still really rough to deal with. I've suffered with it since I was 18 years old, and I take medication for it, which doesn't help it completely 100%, but it does level you. I'm pretty good at taking it on the right time every day, twice a day. I take a lot of pills too, like a lot. And I also have anxiety and I have depression. And my fiance is really good at like understanding me and being patient with me. And I'm just trying to better myself. I'm trying to find a therapist that I could talk to and work on things with to try to overcome things that I suffer with and that I have obstacles with. And hopefully I can become a better person for my daughter and my fiance and myself. So I kind of left a lot of things out that happened to me during after I got raped and my first boyfriend, because they're not very appropriate and they're graphic. But I did want to add that when I was with my ex-boyfriend that was abusive, I did try meth with him, and it was really bad, and I will never do that again. So it's the devil's drug, and I don't recommend it to anybody. It's a horrible drug. It kills you. It kills your family. It kills your relationships. It kills everything. And he's still on it, so he's never going to get off of it. And the only way you get off of it is if you want to get off of it. And a lot of the people that smoke meth, like, they want to do it. They like it. So I wasn't one of those people. But anyways, I just wanted to give my little testimony, let y'all know who I am. My name's Esther, and I'm 33 years old. I was born May 22nd, 1986, Gemini, and I have tattoos on my arms and on my back and on my chest, and I have a tongue ring, a nose ring, and a few more piercings that don't have jewelry in it. I used to have my nipples pierced, but I took them out. And I'm Persian and Italian. Mostly Persian, but I love my culture and I love my food from my culture. So I would love for you guys to add me and subscribe and like this video. And don't forget to leave a comment below and just let me know if my experiences were similar to yours or what your experiences were like growing up. Because my parents were very sheltered with me. I couldn't go out to see R-rated movies, PG-13 movies. I wasn't able to go out with my friends in high school to like the movies or the mall. I wasn't able to do that stuff. My parents were really religious, really Christian, and I had to just like have a bedtime every night, go to bed, do my homework, stuff like that. So from what I've heard from a lot of people, the reason why I did the things I did after I moved out of my parents' house is because like they were so controlling over me that like I had to rebel. So we're going on 10 minutes, so I'm gonna cut it right here, and I'm gonna say thank you for listening if you watched the whole video, and don't forget to comment and subscribe. Thanks, guys.